and it is good. Jake Bates throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash, for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, bunched up. Tua to throw. Has time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone, left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Past midfield. Spinning his way. Past the 35 to 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my. Making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards. 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side. Caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello. Welcome on in. We're back for some more playoff football. The divisional round starts in a few minutes here, a few moments. Welcome on in. How's everyone doing? Saturday, the final Saturday of the NFL. Season's still pushing up. We got 7 games remaining, including the ones today. Should be interesting. Both 1 seeds back in action. Obviously, the one tonight is probably the more exciting one. Divisional matchup. Questions surrounding Sam Darnold. But as for this one, it's the Bills. It's the Bills. It's going to be a close game either way. What's up? Yep, welcome on in. It's been a week. Classes started back up this past week. And I'm all out of it already. It's, again, I had a pretty long winter break than usual, so it's like getting back into the class swing of things is interesting, but we're here, we're good. I had some beef stew, nice. I'll probably get like a quick thing in between, maybe. I know, it's been cold. It's been cold and I haven't felt like doing much, so. I have the Texas winning tomorrow. Should be fun. That's tomorrow night's game. Yeah, of course, Bills Broncos here. But it's been cold this past few days. Like, obviously, like compared to like northern places, it's not that cold. It's like high 50s. But for Florida, that is cold, and thus has made me kind of want to just not do anything. Aside from like stuff I have to do. So it's been enjoyable getting some rest the past few days. But we're here for 2 games. Yeah. I will be fine with the Bills Texans AFC Championship. I just don't want it to be Bills Patriots. Any other combination, I'm fine with. Yeah. Part of me wants to eventually move out of Florida, just that way I can don't have to deal with this state, because sometimes I hate it here. But like also like the idea of having to deal with snow was like it's enticing for like the first like week, I feel. And then when you actually like have to deal with it consistently, that's when it becomes a drag. I'm just like, do I really want to deal with that? We have kickoff moments away. It also like John Harbaugh finally like officially signed his deal with the Giants to be their head coach. That's interesting. Yeah, so you have to shovel. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I have a few friends that are up more northern, and they all say the same thing. Say the same things. Bears Seahawks would be a fun NFC Championship, and I'm kind of worried about the Seahawks tonight because of Sam Darnold and his oblique strain. But we'll see. He's expected to be good to go. Yeah, it's like I want more seasonal stuff, but like I don't want to like I feel like a place like it snows like every once in a while would be good. Not like not a constant. Like not like completely up north, but like somewhere in between. But even then, like it's that'll get figured out in time. The plan is for the next like few while to be in Florida still. Bears Texans Super Bowl would be fun. Probably wouldn't be the most entertaining, just like offensive wise, but I think that would be a good one. I mean I have it being an all wild card Super Bowl with Rams Texans being my pick currently. Which that I know that's unlikely, but both of those teams just looked apart. Obviously, we'll see how tomorrow goes for those two. It'll 35 degrees in Denver. All right, the Broncos will be getting the ball first in this one, so we'll see Bo Nix in his offense first. As Denver's getting loud. Kickoff underway, and the divisional round begins with a return from the 1 space up past the 2025 and down to right about the 26. Like I would much prefer I would much prefer the AFC East to be done with after today or this week, but I don't expect that to be the case really. I mean now I do, but like my initial predictions weren't. As there is a Bill injured on the first play on the kickoff. He's down on his stomach. Oh yeah, that's helmet to helmet. Oh, we're off to a start. Yeah, that's crown of helmet to face mask roughly. We're heading to a commercial break for that. Ugh. That's Dorian Williams, the Bills' backup linebacker. All right, commercial break. Part of me would mind Bills Bears because I don't like the Bills, but any way that can lead to a non AFC East team winning the Super Bowl, I'm fine with it. Even if the Bills have to lose in the Super Bowl for that to be the case, I'm cool. Because I have mass amounts of respect for Josh Allen. Like I like Josh Allen more than I liked Brady when he was dominating. Doesn't mean I want him to win the Super Bowl. Like he can have all the MVPs, he can have the division titles and all that. Just don't win the Super Bowl, and it'll be bearable. Also, right before these games started as well, we got some very early sketches of the UFL new uniforms. They look fine. Some of them I need to see like actually made and in the fabric and all that. But like some of the sketches look, I can see where they're going with it. And then there's Birmingham's, which looks, man, that looks bad. Yep, add commercial break due to the injury timeout to Dorian Williams. Hopefully he's all good. He took a pretty bad hit to the head there. Hopefully he's all fine. Head injuries are the worst. All right, just getting back from commercial break. And it seems like the players are starting to line up. All right, so that's a good sign. They're huddled up. Okay. Bowen shotgun. First play for the Broncos offense. Play action looking to throw. Stepping up. Pass right side. Going to be enough for the first. Up to about the 38. That is, I believe, Pat Bryant on the reception. If I remember my Broncos jersey numbers well enough. Yep. Cool. Yeah, one of my classes is I'm doing a few graduate level classes this semester. One of them has like a recommended reading list of like 25 or 27 books, and not all of them are necessary, but like the fact there's that many to begin with. Bo under center, gonna hand this off right side, and that's gonna spin away, trying to find space. Gets past the 40 and down to about the 43. Making something out of nothing there for, I believe that's Jaleel McLaughlin on the carry. Yeah. If the 49ers make the Super Bowl, Kyle Shanahan so deserves Coach of the Year. Even with that being a regular season reward. The amount of injuries they've dealt with, and it was still a really good team, is impressive. Bowen shotgun back to his right, two receiving options to each side. Ball on roughly their own 43.5. Going to look to throw once again. Has some time. Pass right side, gonna be caught to about the Bill 41. It's Pat Bryant on the reception. A great catch through some traffic. What's up, Flash? I'm fine with that because I do feel like the Seahawks would win in that situation this time around. But yeah, yeah. And college isn't for everyone. Like I'm glad I'm doing it because it's giving me time to like start other things I've been wanting to start, like doing new streams and whatnot. Bo quick pass left side for Pat Bryant, gonna be taken up past the 40 to about the 36. But yeah, it's like it's not for everyone, especially like the more advanced levels of education. Like I have no plans to go for like a master's or anything above that. I just want to get through my undergrad and then get into the workforce. All right, so 2nd and 5 coming up. Pat Bryant was a bit shaken up after that one. 12:46 to play in the first. Oh yeah, I would love for RJ Harvey to win a ring in this rookie year. I mean that's why like I have the Bills jersey behind me. I would typically be wearing that, but because I'm don't want the Bills to win, I'm wearing my UCF jersey that I have to signify that I'm going for RJ Harvey more so than anything. Bowen shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, 2nd and 5, gonna look to throw. Has some time, pass right side, gonna be caught for a gain of about 2 or 3. All right. That is, I believe, Jordan Humphrey on the reception there. Yeah. Yes, this is a Mexican Coke. It's actually the last one I have from the ones I bought a week and a half or so ago. So I'll restock at some point. I need to go shopping anyway. Bowen shotgun, 4 receiving options to the left, and motion someone into the backfield to his right from that left side. It's a 3rd and 1 from the Bill 32. Gonna take it himself right side, and Bo has the first and sliding down at the 28. All right. Yeah. It's just a custom UCF player jersey because it like NIL was like when I got up here first time, NIL was like near the beginning of it all. Like they weren't really doing any like player specific jerseys. They still aren't doing like player specific jerseys unless you go like through the website. So it's just a custom one that I have. Similar to like my Dolphins jerseys that I wear or whatnot. Hello. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to be looking to throw in 1st and 10. Bo with some time. Pass left side. Going to be caught by RJ Harvey. Space inside the 25 and down to about the 21. I caught the ball off the tip. Going to be a 2nd and relatively short coming up. Yeah. Yeah, that ball gets tipped and good concentration and still hang on to it. All right, 2nd and 4. Bowen shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Going to keep it himself left side on the read option, and that's going to get close to the 1st. The spot's going to be just short. 3rd and inches coming up. All right. If this is a close game that the Bills come away with, man. Nice. Yeah, my sleep schedule has been fine. I woke up early enough to like get everything I need to get done before this. Bo under center, gonna QB sneak this, and that's close. I think it's gonna be short. One ref is saying he got it, seemingly. Might be 4th and inches though. I mean, you probably do just go for it early on this. Do you? 9.5 to play in the 1st. Yeah, like score predictions. I'm like, with. I don't. It's hard to like think about score predictions most of the time. Like they're all just gonna default to like me saying like, oh, it's gonna be like 24-20 or something. Hey, Denver does not need to make the Super Bowl. They can join that couch next week. I want the Bills to be in Cancun sooner rather than later. Rick, I have Denver winning this one. Because I still don't fully trust the Bills on the road, even with how they played against Jacksonville. And yeah, that spot going to be 2 inches short. It was a 4th and inches for Denver. We'll see what they choose to do here. Yeah, now the people that do score predictions, I don't get how they even begin to think about stuff like that. I can understand like doing the anytime touchdown stuff, but like just straight up score predictions, no. Like it's already tough regularly to predict who's gonna win a game any given week. And 4th and inches, the offense is on the field. Bo and shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Now making some adjustments. Moving to under center. There's the QB sneak, and Bo has the 1st inside the 15 to the 14. Yeah, nice. That's a nice play design. Spread out the Bills, going 5 wide, and just then creep to under center and just QB sneak it. Yeah, the Bills never saw that coming. They reacted late to that. Yeah, like score predictions are just random guesses because there's no way to like, actually gauge what a score could be before the game. Bo under center, back and fullback behind him. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and that space inside the 10. The ball comes loose. The Bills have it. There is a penalty. Things can be offsides against the Bills. So Denver might have just caught a break, but an open and so far as it sits, an open and dry fumble that the Bills did recover. Jaleel McLaughlin on the carry, and he coughs it up. What's the penalty? Because I saw some movement up front before that snap beyond Buffalo. It's offsides against the Bills. All right. Yeah, but that's again. I have a lot of respect for Cynthia Freeland. One, like the amount of effort and amount of time that those models take, I'm just not able to replicate that right now. Because like those are modeled models based off of decades worth of data. That's only like pretty much only those type of people, only like the NFL Network and ESPN people have. So like like those like yeah, those are fine, but those are impressive. But like just the regular Joe doing score predictions, come on. Bowen shotgun gonna keep it himself left side, trying to find some space and gonna lose about a yard. Yeah, the penalty was on the Bills. It was offsides, so it's now 2nd and 6 for Denver after the loss of 1. They're going. I'm shocked at how often the Broncos have called read option on this opening drive. That's the 3rd read option they've called, and all of them have been Bo Nix keeping it. Bowen shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the right as well. Ball on the Bill 10-yard line. Nix pass right side, it's dropped. That was a perfectly thrown ball from Bo Nix, one that Jordan Humphrey needs to catch. It bounces off his chest. I mean, that is a perfect throw. You cannot be dropping that in the playoffs. No, yeah, that's unacceptable. Yeah. And like this past fall, I had a project where I tried to replicate an ESPN model, and it went as well as you expect. Bo looking to throw in 3rd and 6. Pass left side, and that's off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Evan Ingram. So the Broncos only get 3 out of the opening drive when they had the touchdown. Like that 2nd down play was perfect. It just could not hang on to the pass. Yeah. All right, Pat, I'm so excited for Patriots Texans tomorrow night. A 28-yard field goal from the left hash. Kick is up, and it's right down the middle. They get 3 on the opening drive. Should have been more, but they did kill about 7.5 minutes of that drive. Jordan Humphrey better hope and pray that drop does not come back to bite Denver. As we're at commercial break. RJ got a reception. Like it's right now, since he's a rookie, RJ Harvey's main strength is being a receiving option out the backfield. Like, yeah, he's a great runner, but like he's truly gonna be making an impact by just what he can do with the ball in his hands out the backfield. So like when they want like a pure runner, they're gonna go towards Julio McLaughlin and Tyler Batty. When they need a more dynamic player, that's when RJ Harvey comes in. Yeah. I mean, we got like 3 weeks left for that to happen. I mean, it might take a Super Bowl. Yeah. Bob Flash, I mentioned this earlier, but like the UFL has been slowly doing their uniform rollout. Have you seen the Battle helmet yet? Yeah, there is a non-zero chance that Tom holds off on that until next year, and that would be funny. It's just like we'll wait till week 1 because you know. Yeah, yeah, a good chunk of the roster is returning, and like the helmet is the helmet's is like the main difference with the helmet for this year compared to last year is just like the wings of the helmet is like shrunken in a little bit. The UFL also this morning posted a bunch of like the early sketch work for uniforms. I'll send it to you. Some of them look cool. Some of them I need to like wait and see. Others, aka Birmingham, I'm like these are not good. I mean, so far the only head coach vacancy that has been filled is the Giants with John Harbaugh, which was announced today. They have actually gotten finalized, so we'll see. Yeah, again, I don't really care about what they could have done a lot more with the Orlando Storm. It's whatever. I don't care that much about them. Back from the commercial, back from the commercial break. Kickoff can be returned beginning from the 5, base out past the 20, past the 30, and down to about the 33. No, RJ Harvey is still a really good running back. It's just he needs the thing with his time at UCF is he was the entire offense during his junior and senior season. So he was getting like 50 touches a game. That's obviously not the case in the NFL, so it's gonna take a little bit more time for him to like get back up to speed and all that. But once he hits the ground running, he's gonna be a good player. Yeah, losing. We'll see what I mean. A ton of coaching candidates have second interviews scheduled for next week, so we'll see. Allen under center. First play from the Bills. Going to be a handoff up the middle for James Cook. That's enough for the first and more. Past midfield, past the 45, and down to about the Bronco 43. That's a great way to start this game off for Buffalo. Yeah. At this current moment, I would say RJ Harvey's is more so a receiving back, but he can 100% develop into being like a great all around dynamic running back. Like I'm so for the UFL and all that again. I'm still waiting for the Guardians to come back at some point. All right, the Bills are gonna have to call their first timeout on the second play of this for this offense. They were not gonna get that snap off in time. All right, interesting. 6:35 to play in the first. Columbus is seemingly nailing it out the park with some of these uniforms. We're getting a full reveal of them, like a full proper reveal early February. So we'll see then. Obviously, those are probably those that I sent you are like very early sketches apparently. So we'll see. Right, Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left, tight end in motion left to right as they toss this right side for James Cook. Great blocking to get past the 35 and down to about the Bronco 33. It should be enough for another first down. Oh, as Pat Surtain is shaken up after the play. Yeah, that right shoulder. Yeah, so there'll be an injury timeout with 6:20 to play in the first. Yeah. Did he? Can't fully tell, but it seems like he might have dislocated that shoulder. Ugh. All right, first and 10. Are we doing top 5 running backs and receivers all time? And also, like like doing both in the same list is gonna leave out some great names. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, gonna fake a toss and look to throw. Pass over the middle is caught for the first. Gain of roughly 11 to the Bronco 22. Khalil Shakir on the grab. The Bills are moving well in this opening drive. Separate and current? Okay. For receivers, it's JSN, it's Justin Jefferson, it's Jamar Chase. I think you still have to put Tyreek in there, even though he did not have a great season due to injury. He only played 4 games. But like when he's healthy, he's still a great receiver. Allen under center, gonna toss this right side for James Cook, and it gets inside the 20 to about the 18. So that's for the 5th. Probably a Puka Nacua would be 5th. And then running backs, it's Christian McCaffrey, it's Saquon Barkley, it's Devon Achane, James Cook, and who's the 5th? Allen alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Quick throw, right side, going to be caught by, I believe that's Brandon Cooks for a gain of about 5. Who would the 5th running back be? I'm probably blanking on someone. I'll just leave it at 4. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb on there is... Also, Malik Neighbors, I get it, the LSU stuff, but come on. I get Devontae Smith over like AJ Brown. I don't know. The Eagles receivers are a weird one. All right, 3rd and roughly inches for Buffalo. They need the 12. They're on about the 12.5. Allen under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Heading in motion towards the backfield. They QB sneak this with Allen. And he got the first. He stood up at about the 12. A Denver player leaves with the football. But they definitely called his forward progress dead before the ball comes loose. Oh yeah, Derrick Henry's the one I forgot. I knew I was going to forget someone. Yeah, Derrick Henry's at 5. Come on. Jacob Sailors. I would put Joe Mixon on there, but he didn't play this year. And that's definitely a difference in how Houston's offense has been performing, is not having Joe Mixon. Among rookies, I mean, he's definitely top 5 for running backs. For all rookies, I would say top 10. Like he's having a really good season. It's not a typical running back rookie season. He's doing more at the backfield than as a runner. Denver is going to call their first time out now. Okay. Yeah. Also, what do you mean JSN still a rook? He's like 3rd year at this point. Second year? Yeah, he was really overshadowed last year. Which is why it was like he was gonna be the main receiver this year. It was just how long would it take him to get into that role, and it was instantly. Yeah. I think because of how JSN played last year, it gave him the confidence to move on from Lockett and Metcalf. And it paid off. 1st and 10, Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Handoff up the middle for James Cook, and that's going to be a gain of a yard, maybe 2. He's 9th currently for running backs. Is that with fantasy stuff or just all around? Because like I'm excited. I'm excited to see his development more so than a lot of other rookies we've seen this year. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, looking to throw in 2nd and 8. Pass over the middle is caught, but that's going to be a gain of roughly 2 or 3. It is Khalil Shakir on the grab, so it was a 3rd and medium coming up. Oh, Pat Bryant has been already ruled out for the remainder of this game, so the Broncos are without a receiving option. ninth for rookies and third for running backs. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, because Trevion Henderson is having a fantastic season as well, and obviously Genti has been pretty much the only bright spot in Las Vegas this year. Allen looking to throw in 3rd and 6. Has some time, rolling to his left to buy more. Taking it himself, and Allen's going to get the first, seemingly. Although we'll see with the spot. That one ref is having him short. Either way, it'll be a 4th and inches. They'll just QB sneaky like they have been the entire season in this spot. Yep, you're lined up for the tush push. Allen gonna take this, and he's not gonna find the end zone, but he will get enough for the first, seemingly, assuming that this was a 4th down play. As there was no indication to say what it was or not. RJ Harvey, a career game in the playoffs, I'm here for it. I love it. I mean, even Quinshon Judkins, I think you can put in the argument there to be a top 3 rookie running back this season. He ended up having a great season in Cleveland. Even like with everything that happened before the year, he ended up having a fantastic season. All right, 1st and goal. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. Gonna hand this off for James Cook up the middle, and that's a loss of about 2 or 3. All right, one more play at minimum is needed for the first quarter. As there's a 2-second difference between play and game clock. And this has been a run first drive for Buffalo. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion, right to left. Allen gonna look to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown, Buffalo. McCole Hardman was elevated from the practice squad for this game, and he finds the end zone to take the lead. It's off that similar play design that he caught the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. And it works just as good here as it did then. Yeah, there's no one near him. Nope, Josh's miracle juice has been full force since he entered the league, basically. Extra point up and right down the middle. 5 seconds remain in the first quarter. I mean, yeah, but they still have other receiving options that are going to need to shine if they're going to have a chance in this. Like Troy Franklin, Cortland Sutton, and Marvin Mims are pretty much their 3 main receivers now. Like you're gonna need one of them to step up. That's with a 30-second break here before we get the end of the first through the kickoff. It is, and that rematch would be really fun. Yeah, both teams had similar opening drives. It's just Denver couldn't find the end zone because of a drop. All right, so kickoff underway. Going to bounce and be out the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start from the 20. Yeah. My Super Bowl pick is obviously until the division round ends. Then we'll see how that goes. It's still Texans Rams. Obviously, like that'll be decided tomorrow with those games being played. Yeah, it's just like I'd much prefer the Texans have to beat Denver than. I mean, Again, a Texans-Bills would be in Houston. That would be fun. Bo under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion, left to right, as Bo is going to... Bo tries to hand it off right side. It gets bobbled. It gets tossed back to him now. And it's incomplete. Just... That's the end of the first quarter. All right. So they tried the handoff right. The exchange wasn't clean. RJ Harvey then pitches it back to Bo Nix so that way they can just get something out of this, and it ends up being incomplete. So heads up play to make sure that it's no yards lost and not like 5. But that's just not how you want to start a drive. And we're at commercial break. Oh, I would hate it. I would hate it very much. I think the only AFC championship I would hate more, it would be Patriots Jets. Like I do not want Patriots Bills AFC championship. Yep, at commercial break. Yeah, no, I would rather the Bills make the Super Bowl than the Patriots making it, but I don't want either winning it. Yep, at commercial break. Also, like with some of the head coaching reports going on right now, it's seeing Dolphins fans just lose their mind again for no reason, and it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's just annoying. It's like the current reports is that Jeff Hafley is the favorite to land a Miami head coaching job. And like a lot of people are pointing to the fact that John Eric Sullivan was just in Green Bay. Now they're gonna hire the Green Bay DC. Like it's a buddy protecting buddy thing. When it's just like Hafley has like 5 other interviews as well next week besides Miami. He's just a top candidate at this point. And once the actual head coaching like hiring gets announced, I'll probably do something on it. Just to get my full thoughts out there. Bowen shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side, 2nd and 10, looking to throw. Pressure coming, Bo gonna pass this one right side, and that's a throwaway, incomplete. Alright, 3rd and 10 coming up. Not a great second drive for Denver. Kind of reminds me of how last year's wildcard round between these 2 teams went. Where the Broncos opening drive was looking really solid, and then the rest of the game was just rough for Denver. Again, I think I'll be fine with that as long as the Bills don't make the Super Bowl. Bowen shotgun looking to throw in 3rd and 10. Has some time. Pass right side. Going to be caught by Cortland Sutton, seemingly. And now refs are saying incomplete. Nearly a great throw. Yeah, he drops it towards the end there. It's a great throw. Sutton just can't hang on through the ground. The Broncos go 3 and out. That's now 2 key drops for Denver on 2 drives. All right, punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at roughly the 37. All right. So we head to commercial break. Not again, very very good first drive. Not as great of a second drive. Hopefully they can figure things out soon. Now the defense can need to step up a bit. All right, at commercial break. We're off to a start, all right. Bills Rams would be an interesting Super Bowl. I could see it. But if that happens, I'm going full in on the Rams. All right, so we're at commercial break. Oh, I would love it. I would love the Bills to get blown down in the Super Bowl again. Do I see that happening? No, I think they're going to be able to keep most games close. But I would love it. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Ball on their own 37. Man in motion left to right as Allen's going to hand this off up the middle for James Cook. That gets past the 40 to the 42. All right. Yeah, the CBS graphic asking if this is the year for Buffalo since all their main competitors are out of it. Allen going to play action and look to throw. Has some time on 2nd and 5. Going to step up and take it himself for a first and more. Past the 40, past the 35, and finally brought down near the Denver 32. Can't be giving Josh Allen that much space to run. Yeah. I mean, we're at the point with the Bills that it feels like if they don't get it done this year, are they ever going to? So like I think Bills fans have that mindset of just like we need to at least make the Super Bowl. Allen toss left, gonna be James Cook and the ball's loose. Denver has it. The first turnover of the game is a James Cook fumble, and it goes the other way. And there is a Bills lineman still to get up afterwards as well. All right, defense is making some plays early here. It's Alex Singleton who forces it, and then Talanoa Hufanga picks it up, and Denver has the ball back. And then that's Bills center Connor McGovern who's slow to get up afterwards. That losing your center can be tough. We're at commercial break. They get it at their own. That can be their own 30. Just about their own 31. Yeah. That's how I feel about like most of the NFC. It's just like, I get like I respect all those teams and like I'm fine with whoever's winning, but like there's gonna be like a team that I'm a little bit more pulling for like one reason or another. But yeah, at commercial break. Yeah, because I think the thing with Houston this season is the fact that they started 0-3 and still got back to the divisional round. I don't know, it's just there's still a part of me that's just like if like it's 3 straight years of divisional round football. When are you gonna get over the hump if not this year? Yep, at commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. First and 10 for Denver. As McGovern heads to the medical tent. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and there's room for McLaughlin. First down and up to about the Denver zone 44. All right, solid carry to begin the drive. All right, first and 10. Bo under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. With some time, gonna try and dump it off left side, but that's tipped at the line and incomplete. It's AJ Epinenza who nearly gets a pick there. It'll be a second and 10. And so yeah, ends up being a pretty dangerous throw for Bo Nix. It hits him in the hands. It hits Epinenza in the hands there. Ugh. And so second and 10, Bowen shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the right as well. There's a handoff up the middle for RJ Harvey, past midfield, and gonna fight his way for a first inside the Bill 45 at the 44. There we go. It's that contact balance that like allowed RJ Harvey to get those few extra yards and be able to fight forward a bit. He's a small back, but he's able to withstand a punishment. Bo under center, gonna play action and look to throw. Rolling right, buying time. Gonna take it himself and get about a yard. There's 12 minutes to play in the first half. Second and 9 coming up. Bowen shotgun back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Second and roughly 9. Gonna look to throw once again. With some time, pass left side. Gonna be caught inside the 20 to the 16. It's Marvin Mims on the reception. Beautiful pass for Bo Nix, and the Broncos are back inside the red zone. They're moving a bit on this one now. That's a great throw. Perfectly placed. Outside shoulder just over top of the sitting linebacker there. More so slot corner, I guess. That's a real great throw. All right, Bo under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and that gets blown up. A loss of about 2 or 3. Now, no room on that carry. All right, 2nd and 12, they're saying. 10:40 to go in the first half. Bo in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball now on the Bills' 18-yard line. Going to look to throw. Rolling right, and Bo's going to take it himself. Inside the 10 and sliding down at the 7. Going to be a 3rd and 1 coming up. All right, good scramble for Bo Nix. Probably could have gotten the first, but I'm fine with him just sliding a bit earlier there. All right, 3rd and 1. Bo under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Play action looking to throw. Bo pass right side. It's a big man touchdown. The extra lineman is in. The Broncos find the end zone for the first time, and it's through the extra lineman. Frank Crum. They capitalize off the fumble through a Frank Crum touchdown grab. He's their 3rd string right tackle who fills in as the 6th lineman for a few plays, and he I love it. That ball should go straight to his personal collection. That is not a ball you let back out on the field. So the extra point is up, and it's right down the middle. Yeah, that is not a ball that you let back out onto that field at all. That ball should go straight to the equipment staff to be stored away. And we head to a commercial break. That is beautiful. I love it. The big man touchdowns are great. 2nd year tackle out of Wyoming, and he gets in. 6'7", 315. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so at commercial break. Yeah, no, having linemen anytime touchdown lines is crazy. Like that that is a straight call the hotline type of bet, but it hit that time for some crazy people. All right, so at commercial break. Just coming back from commercial break. Kickoff can be on the way here soon. I'm not sure. To be fair, Jets fans are one of those fan bases where it's just, how normal can you really be? Kickoff underway, going to be returned from about the goal line, up past the 25, past the 30 to about the 32. Like there's not many teams that would suck more to be a fan of than the Jets. Like I respect a lot. I respect most Jets fans to be able to stick with that. As there's a penalty on the kickoff. Imagine to be coming back a bit here. Yep, it's blocking the back against the Bills. They're gonna start this one backed up a little bit. As a 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Allen under center, back behind him, ball on their own 17. Play action looking to throw. Allen with some time, deep shot left side, gonna be overthrown and incomplete. Looking for Brandon Cooks. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up. Second and 10. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Going to shift the back to his left now as well as they give it to James Cook up the middle. Gets past the 20, 25, and down to about the 26. So 3rd and 1 coming up. I'm trying to keep, because there's still like some like lingering reports surrounding Jeff Hafley and the Miami job. Like I'm trying to keep up with all that. All right, 3rd and 1. Allen under center. Back and fullback behind him. There's the QB sneak left side, and that'll be enough for the first, a gain of 3. Yeah, that's just working too well. All right, 1st and 10. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receivers to the right. Ball on their own 28.5-yard line. Man in motion right to left. Going to hand this off to James Cook up the middle, and that will be a gain of roughly 5 or 6. All right, keeping things back to simple a bit. All right. So 2nd and 5. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receivers to the right. 7:25 to go in the first half. Man in motion right to left. Allen gonna play action, look to throw. Pass right side, caught by a wide open James Cook. Pass midfield, past the 45 and down to the Denver 42. Just no one's on him there. Jeez, Denver. That's the one player that you need to lock up the most from this Bills offense, aside from Josh Allen. Like you just leave him all alone on that right side. Okay, interesting game plan. We'll see if it works. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right, man in motion right to left. Going to play action and look to throw once again. Pressure coming, pass left side, caught with space, up past the 35, and out of bounds near the 30. It's Dawson Knox on the reception. The Bills have another first down. 6.5 to go in the first half. All right, Bills moving well. And just like real interesting defensive coverages here for Denver. Yeah, someone just lost them. Oh yeah. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well. Man in motion left to right. Going to look to throw in 1st and 10. Pressure coming, and Allen is sacked. Back at the Bronco 37. There you go, finally get pressure. Yeah, I mean, part of me is wanting to get into cooking a bit more. I just don't really have the time or the dedication to right now to do it. Like, there's the thought has definitely been there to do it. Allen in shotgun, 2 receivers to each side, a back out wide to the right. Quick throw, left side, caught by Khalil Shakir, has some good blocking and going to get to roughly the 30. So they get those 7 yards right back, just about. Going to be another 3rd and long coming up. Yeah, 3rd and 10, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Third and 10. Oh, my bracket. My bracket got screwed over by the Bills last week. It's whatever. Allen looking to throw in 3rd and 10. Pass left side, gonna be caught. That's to the 15-yard line. Brandon Cooks on the reception. They pick up 15. And we're under 4.5 to go in the first half. It's a good route against Pat Surtain, man. That's yeah. Yeah, meal prepping is one of those things where, like, I mentally meal prep, but most of the time, because I don't actually cook, it's not like a proper, like, I have stuff made already. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Handoff up the middle for James Cook, gonna get about a yard, maybe 2. All right, 2nd and 8 coming up. Yeah. Again, it's, I can't stand the Bills. Like, again, I respect how good they have been, but man, I do not want them to win the Super Bowl. So I want them to get eliminated as soon as possible. Bad snap as Allen going to look to throw in 2nd and 8. Pressure coming, stepping up, and he's going to get sacked for a loss of about a yard. All right, so a 3rd and long coming up for Buffalo once again. Yeah, there's where that backup center comes into play. A bad snap there. And kind of just blows the play dead early for Buffalo. You win the ring. Yeah. That's the Broncos' 70th sack on the season, combined in postseason and regular season. That's crazy. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, looking to throw in 3rd and 9. Had pressure coming, rolling to his right, buying some time. Penalty marker down. Allen still trying to find something. Pass in the end zone is incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman. He drops it in the back of the end zone. Nearly some magic happening there for Josh Allen, but instead it's going to be a 4th and 9 as the penalty is holding against Buffalo, which will be declined against Osiris Torrance. Will be a 4th and 9, and imagine they'll send out the field goal unit. Yep. Out comes Matt Prater, who used to kick for Denver. He once had the longest field goal record while he was kicking in Denver at 64. Has obviously since been broken. This 33-yard kick, pretty much just an extra point. Ball is centered really well. So the kick is up. And it is good. Game is tied at 10 with 2:13 to play in the half. Yeah, again, a few years ago, I had a really good bracket up until the championship games. Then it kind of fell apart. Yep, at commercial break. At commercial break. At commercial break. No, I've never gotten a perfect bracket before. I've also haven't been doing those for too long. Yeah, the closest I got was that one in 2023. Because it was a 22-23 season. I got damn close with that one. But at the end, I had my Super Bowl pick for that year was Cincy Philly with Philly winning it. Obviously, I didn't fully pan out. Yeah, it's nice to have like the bracket stuff is fun, especially like the March Madness stuff. Where there's so many different teams, and like there's upsets aplenty. Like those are fun to keep track with. I don't do those myself. Yeah, because I don't keep up with college basketball like that. Speaking of like, UCF has a game going on in like an hour, I believe, or so, against the number one ranked college basketball team in the nation. I'm just not caring about it. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 3. Space out past the 20, past the 25, and brought down near the 30. All right, so first and 10, 2:06 to play in the first half. Texans Bears would be a fun Super Bowl. I would just like to see the Texans in the AFC Championship for the first time. Because they've had some really good teams that just did not get there. Yeah, you got really damn close with your March Madness last year. Like that was impressive to keep up with. Bowen shotgun back behind him. Play action looking to throw. Rolling right, buying time. Pass right side is off the mark and incomplete. Had a wide open Cortland Sutton. That'll be a 2nd and 10. Also, UCF is playing right now. That game's on ESPN. Hold on. The close game against the number one ranked team in the nation. Let me just keep that on in the background. One more play needed before the 2-minute warning. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. Man in motion right to left. Bo going to play action and look to throw. Has some time, stepping up. Pass over the middle is caught past the 35 to about the 37. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. The 3rd and 3 for Denver coming up. With 2 minutes, head into a commercial break. Yeah. I don't say I would be fine with how your bracket is shaping up because again, as long as there's no AFC East teams in the Super Bowl, I'm fine with it. But that means I need one of them to lose this weekend. So at commercial break. I mean, again, either way, the Bills are going to need to go on the road next week. And that's going to be another interesting game to see, depending on where they go. Again, like Bills Patriots would be a great AFC championship. I just don't want it because I don't want an AFC East team in the Super Bowl. But it would be great. Yeah. Yeah, like the brackets breaking sucks, especially when it's like a close game, like how Bills Jaguars was. Like that losing your bracket off that sucks. But when it's a blowout reason, like it's a little bit more bearable. And just coming back from commercial break, a minute 55 to go in the first half. So 3rd and 3 for Denver. Yeah, it's 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 gonna end up being something real basic, probably. But that's the NFL for you. The good teams are good. The good teams have high seedings for a reason. Bowen shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 3rd and 3 from their own 36.5 yard line. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming, rolling right, pass back over the middle is caught for the first, up to the 42. It's Marvin Mims, and he's a little shaken up afterwards as well. But they're going hurry up, and Mims is still in. But he's hobbling a bit. Bowen shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming, pass over the middle, and they're going to rule out a fumble. No, now they're saying incomplete, but the Bills have it just in case. I know, it was close. Matt Milano would be picking up that fumble. Bo was saying the forward pass was there. We'll see. Because it's close between when Epinenza gets there. Okay, no, yeah, his arm's going forward. There's also Gregory Rousseau who brought the pressure. His arm's definitely moving forward, and that ball comes loose. Okay, that's going to be incomplete. So 2nd and 10 for Denver. About a minute 20 to go in the half. Second and 10. The Bills get ball to begin the second half, so Denver's going to need at least some type of points here. Bowman shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw once again. Pressure coming, dump off right side. Gonna have space to about midfield. All right, not bad. Gonna make it a more manageable 3rd down. It's Tyler Batty on the reception. 3rd and 3. A minute 10 to go in the half. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw. Pressure coming, rolling right. Now gonna step up and roll back left. There's space for the first as Bo takes it out of bounds near the 43. 56 seconds to go in the half. Good scramble once again from Bo Nix. He's using his legs a lot in this first half, and it's a solid one. So 1st and 10. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. About 2 yards shy of field goal range. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and there's space down the left side. Past the 40 and down to about the Bill 36. There is a penalty, though. Tyler Batty on the carry. Penalty is holding against Denver. Gonna push them back 10. All right, so 1st and 20. 51 seconds to go in the half. Yeah, Denver has a ton of penalty yards on the season. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Play clock winding down. Get the snap off in time as Bo looks to throw. Dump off right side, caught by RJ Harvey. He gets past the 45 to the 44. All right, they pick up those yards right back from the hold and make it a 2nd and 10. And the clock will stop with 44 seconds as Denver calls their 2nd timeout. Again, just 2 yards shy of field goal range now. All right, at commercial break for the timeout. At commercial break. All right, 44 seconds to go in the first half. At commercial break. At commercial break, coming out of it here soon. 44 seconds to play in the first half. UFC commercial, yeah. No interest in that. Why does one of those UFC fighters look like the Chad Powers TV show thing? All right, so now coming out of commercial break before 2nd and 10, and now the Bills will call their 2nd timeout. All that. All right, 2nd and 10. The Bills, as soon as we get out of commercial break, the Bills call their 2nd timeout because reasons, I don't know. You just had an entire commercial break to discuss what you wanted to do defensively. All right, 2nd and 10. Bowen shotgun back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw once again, rolling right. Has some time, pass right side, going to be incomplete. A dangerous pass, trying to fit one in there to Cortland Sutton. And it's a 3rd and 10 coming up. Very dangerous pass there. You know, that was read really well by that Bills corner. It's Cam Lewis, who's actually their 3rd string safety, who read that play really well. And now it's 3rd and 10, 38 seconds left. You're still 2 yards away from field goal range. You're going to need to you're probably going to want to get at least 5. Yep, at commercial break now, as there's an injury timeout there for Cam Lewis as well. Good. At commercial break. Ton of commercial breaks in this final minute of action. Gotta love it. And it was the Bills calling their final timeout. Either way, yeah, still commercial break. Yes, now all Denver needs to do now is just get in the field goal range and kill the rest of the clock. I mean, obviously, if you get the first down, you try for the end zone from there. But if you get 3 yards, just make the field goal try the final play of the half. The Bills have no way to stop the clock. Yeah, because they called the final timeout due to the injury for Cam Lewis. Yeah, that's it. All right, just getting back from commercial break. What you got? 3rd and 10, 38 seconds to play in the half. Denver about 2 yards shy of field goal range at the Bill 44. Yeah, if they get 3 or more, if they get anywhere from 3 to 9, you set up the field goal range to be the final play of the half. Bowen shotgun back to his right, 3 receiving options to the left. Play clock winding down to get the snap off in time as Bo looks to throw. Has time. Pass left side. Going to be caught to the 30. So the Broncos get the first, and they're going to go hurry up. Marvin Mims on the grab. And actually, they're going to call their final timeout with 31 seconds. All right. Yeah, so now you really need to keep the clock in mind. A great blocking up front, especially with that pass stunt they try to get going on there. So 1st and 10 for Denver. As CBS is bugging right now, broadcast-wise. Love to see it. There we go. 1st and 10. 32 seconds to play in the half. Bowen shotgun back to his right. Ball on the Buffalo 29.5-yard line. 2 receiving options to each side. They get the snap off in time as Bo looks to throw. Pressure coming quick. It's just going to throw this one at the feet of Evan Ingram. 2nd and 10 coming up. Yeah, because you in theory you can. You have a few yards of leeway, but yeah, you do not want to go backwards here. All right, so 2nd and 10. 29 seconds to play in the half now. Bo and shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Get the snap off in time as Bo looks to throw. Rolling right, buying time. Passing deep, left side for the end zone. LaJordan Humphrey redeems himself. The Broncos take the lead before the half. He dropped the touchdown on the opening drive, and now they connect from 29 yards out. And with 22 seconds to play in the half, the Broncos will potentially take a 7-point lead. Beautiful throw from Bo Nix, man. When he's on his game, he is incredible. Extra point up, and it is good. Broncos lead by 7 with 22 seconds to go in the half. All right, Denver. Like it. I like how this game is going so far. All right, 22 seconds to play in the half. And the Bills get ball to begin the second half. And solid first half of action. Kickoff underway. This is going to be returned beginning from the 3, space out past the 15, past the 20, 25, and down to about the 30. So the Bills have 17, maybe 16 seconds, and no timeouts to try and get field goal range to some degree. Will they attempt, or will they just get this to halftime? Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Man in motion, left to right. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Allen going to look to throw. Has some time, going to step up and take it himself. Past the 40, and the ball comes loose. He tries shoveling it backwards. The Broncos have it. Get down. They get down with 2 seconds to spare. It looked like it might have been a lateral attempt. I don't know what Josh Allen was doing. It was either a lateral attempt or he was just holding on to the ball too loosely. Nick Bonito forces it loose. The Bills can't recover. The Broncos do, and they're going to have one final play before the half. That is Josh Allen's 2nd career turnover in the divisional round. And it potentially going to cost the Bills in this. He's not making it. No. Can the Bills get blown out, please? He was holding on to the ball like Michael Vick did. The 50-yard kick from the right hash for Will Lutz. It is up. And it is good. The Broncos get an extra 3 to cap off the half thanks to the fumble. They lead by 10. And we're at the half. That is a devastating mistake for Buffalo. They tried to get greedy and get some more points before the half. And in doing so, the Broncos get extra. Yeah. The last win for the Bills when trailing at the half was in 1993. They'll be going against some odds in this. Like all he needed to do was just get down before any contact was made and get this game to halftime. Instead Denver leads by 10, and I'm all here for it. That mistake very well might come back to bite them. Denver now has 10 points off turnovers in this game. And they leave the first half with a 17-point second quarter. Just wow. And it's like the Bills had no timeouts anyway. So like I don't know. That's one of those decisions where it doesn't make a lot, or there's no way to really spin it to where it makes sense. Yeah, it's him doing too much. It's like if they had a timeout, it would have made sense. Like, okay, he scrambles to get 15, 20, gets down, and you get one final desperation heave. But they didn't have any timeouts. So that would have been the end of half if he just gets down 3 yards sooner. I don't know. It's a bad mistake to make. That's for damn sure. Yep, at halftime, at commercial break. I'll quickly be right back. All right, I am back. Yeah, that's a bad mistake. 2 fumbles have cost the Bills 10 points in this. Yep, at the half. Yeah, Pat Bryant was ruled out with a concussion. Seems like that most others are still good to go. Or were banged up in the first half. Josh Allen, only 81 passing yards through one half of play. They've been focusing on the ground a bit. Yep, at the half. Dude, that ending of the half. Just doing too much with it. And yeah, and then one of Denver's touchdown being the lineman touchdown. Love it as well. It's been a solid first half of action. Get that charging for later. All right, it's at the half. Yeah, the Patriots tomorrow is going to be an interesting one. That game's at 3, and Rams Bears 6:30. Those are weird times to start, but I'm kind of fine with it. I'm fine with those earlier start times a bit. Yep, at halftime still. Should be coming out of the half here soon. So you got about 4 minutes until the second half is underway. Yeah, about 4 minutes into the second half. Denver wins, they'll host either New England or Houston. Buffalo wins, they'll be traveling to either New England or Houston. Either way for Buffalo, if Buffalo wins, they're gonna get a rematch in the championship for one of their for earlier in the seasons. Earlier in the season, so Denver leads by 10, but again, the Bills' second half offense, really second half team as a whole, is second to none. They're a really good second half team. So the fact that Denver has a 10-point lead entering the half, it's a big advantage to have. Oh yeah, Tony Romo did call Josh Allen Mahomes earlier in this game. I did not hear that because I don't have sound for this. Yep, at the half. Got about 2:40. 2 minutes 40 seconds until the start of the second half. Commercial break. We wait to start the second half. All right. Second half underway here soon. Bills get ball to begin the second half. Down by 10. Should only be down by 7, but again, just bad mistakes to end the half have led to this. We shall see. High school coach of the year nominees. Nice. All right, one more quick commercial break before we get to the second half. Still at these half times, man. Sometimes they feel longer than they actually are. This is where like ESPN and I think NBC does it as well. Cause just having a timer for these make it so much easier and make it feel like to go by quicker. All right. Second half beginning here soon. Should be the final commercial we're seeing. No point more. Cool. Got CBS. Can be annoying sometimes. It's local commercials, that's why. Alright. Still at commercial break, taking the time with this one. At commercial break. Alright, second half underway here. Kickoff shortly. Bills get ball to begin the second half. Put those timeouts back on there. Alright, start of the second half. Denver's had to send this one away. These half times are something. All right, kickoff here shortly. Will Lutz set up to send this one away. And the second half has begun. Going to be returned beginning from about the 3, face out past the 20, down to about the 25. All right, so Bills will start from there. How do they bounce back after the one-play fumble to end the first half that got Denver an extra 3 points? They're only down by 10. So they're still in a fine enough spot since they get the ball to begin the half. Can they do something with this? Allen under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion, left to right. Gonna hand this off to James Cook up the middle, and he gets stuffed at the line for no gain. All right, Nick Bonito on the tackle. Right back to a 2nd and 10. That was Josh Allen's first turnover in over 400 postseason snaps. Damn. Could not have come at the worst time. All right, Allen under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Now going into shotgun. Back to his right, Allen gonna look to throw. Pressure coming quick. The ball's loose, and Denver. There we go. Denver has it. Took him a second. They'll get it on the Bills' 16-yard line. The first half ends with a Josh Allen fumble. The second half begins with a Josh Allen fumble. And the Broncos are in business. Nick Bonito. He forced the fumble at the end of the first half. He forces the fumble here at the beginning of the second half. He is the past 3 defensive snaps for Denver. He was all over the place. He's been a great piece for them. Signed that extension in the offseason. It was a really good deal they got him under. And he's not making them regret giving him that deal. There we go. So now 1st and 10. And this is where the game could get away from Buffalo a bit. Can the Broncos capitalize once again? Bowen shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Ball on the Bills' 17-yard line. Bowen making some changes at the line. To get the snap off as he'll look to throw. Quick pass left side. Caught by RJ Harvey. Bounces off one defender. Face down to about the 10. They're probably going to mark him at the 11. Matt Milano met him instantly. Knocked him back about 2-3 yards. But he stayed on his feet. That contact balance and made RJ Harvey so electric to watch at UCF. On display there once again. And he managed to pick up 6. Matt Milano is not someone that misses a tackle often. And RJ Harvey shaked him off like it was nothing. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the Bill 11-yard line. Play clock winding down. They get the snap off in time as they give it to RJ Harvey up the middle, and that'll be a gain of roughly a yard. 3rd and 3 coming up. All right, 3rd and 3. Again, I would love to be able to find the end zone here if you're Denver. Bo under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion, right to left. They're going to toss this right side for Jaleel McLaughlin. Can't quite get the blocking, making some people miss in the backfield, but still going to get back to the line of scrimmage at most. So it's a 4th and 4. You're inside the 15. You have to at least try and get the Bills to jump off sides here. At least. And then if you get the look you want out of whatever play call you're doing here, then yeah, snap it. But Bo under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. The key thing is you don't want to leave points off the board. And yeah, they're just trying to get the Bills to jump. And it ain't going to work. There's the, I'm assuming, delay of game they're going to take as well. So out comes the field goal unit. Potentially. Yeah, potentially. That happens, though. Jinxing things happen way too often. That's why like that's why I don't say every stat that the broadcast will point out as well, because some of them are like stats are just aiming to jinx people, and I don't want to be the one. No, I ain't playing that game. 33-yard kick from the right hash. It is up, and it is good. The Broncos get 3 off of the fumble. They now lead by 13 with 11:35 to go. It's another case of if they could find the end zone there, just like the opening drive of the game. If they could just get the extra few yards to find the end zone, probably feeling a bit better. But still, leading by 13, you will take that. Okay. They're trying to jinx the respective teams. That's funny. I mean, it probably would have been like, you know, a bit of a jinx if I wore the Bills jersey. I kind of wish I did now. It would have been funny, but no. I'm saving that power for tomorrow when the Patriots play, and I'll wear that Patriots jersey. As we're at commercial break. Yep, at commercial break. At commercial break. Should be coming out of it here soon. Yep, there we go. All right. And the Bills bounce back from another fumble. Just a really, really bad middle 8 minutes for the Bills. Being outscored by 20 points in the final 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second. Well, no, more so like 13, but still. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 1. Face out past the 20, past the 25 to about the 27. So they'll start from there. Can the Bills offense perform any type better than they just did? Because it's 3 fumbles total on the day. James Cook had one early, but then it's been Josh Allen with the other 2. And yeah, the Broncos with 13 points off those turnovers. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Going to look to throw once again. Has some time. Dump off right side. Going to be incomplete. Looking for James Cook on a swing route from the backfield. Could have been a backwards pass, but I think got forward just enough. Yeah. It was behind of James Cook, but no, that's a forward pass. It travels like a yard in air, but it's still forward. All right, 2nd and 10. Allen in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 receiving options to the right. Going to look to throw once again. Allen with some time, trying to step up, gonna roll left. Dump off left side, caught by Kincaid. Has space past midfield and out of bounds near the Bronco 46. That's been the thing with Denver today. When they let plays go on for too long, they just lose receiving options. No one was on Kincaid. I can see the guy who was supposed to be on Kincaid, but he was too focused on Josh Allen potentially scrambling. He had to pick his poison there. Now, they're going to say guy out of bounds at the Bronco 48. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Going to toss right side for James Cook. And that's going to get a gain of about 2. All right, 10:40 to go in the third. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Shift in the back to his left now as well. Going to look to throw once again. Allen with some time, pass left side, going to be caught by Kincaid, and that's a gain of about 7. So a 3rd and 1 coming up. A much better drive for the Bills right now than they've had the past few. They're at least moving decently. There's a QB sneak in order to get the first, and Allen will do just that. All right, 1st and 10. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the right as well. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming. Allen pass over the middle, caught by Knox, and he gets laid out there by Hufanga. It's still a gain of about 8, but that's a great hit. We can rule the gain of 7. 2nd and 3 coming up. Yeah, just simple dump off over the middle, but Talona Hufanga, man. He can lay the wood like that. And someone I wanted Miami to sign in the offseason. That's the thing with Denver this year. A ton of their players are guys I wanted Miami to sign or draft in the offseason. And they just didn't. Allen handoff up the middle for James Cook will be enough for the first. Gets past the 20 to about the 18. Part of it is Denver is working with a rookie scale contract and a ton of money coming off the books due to the dead cap situation with Russell Wilson. Miami was doing a lot more cap issues. But yeah, no, Denver had the offseason I was hoping Miami to have. All right, 1st and 10. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the Bronco 19-yard line. Play clock winding down to get the snap off in time as Allen looks to throw. Pass over the middle, going to be a gain of 9 up to the 10 for Khalil Shakir. 2nd and 1 coming up. 7.5 to go in the third. All right. Second and 1. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Get the snap off in time. Quick throw left side, caught by Keon Coleman, who makes one man miss. And he's in for 6. Touchdown, Keon Coleman. And the Bills cut into this deficit just a bit. All right, just simple pitch and catch. Not bad. Definitely making up for the fumbles. And yeah, he got that ball over just in time. All right, extra point is up, and it is good. 6-point Bronco lead. That's where a touchdown off the fumble would have been great for Broncos on the previous drive, but they still lead. All right, at commercial break. All right, at commercial break. At commercial break. All right, at commercial break. We'll await Denver's first proper drive of the half here soon. Obviously, they had one that went, 3 and out after the fumble. No, it went 4 plays. All right, because they had a delay of game. Basically a 3 and out. All right, just getting back from commercial break. As we await Denver's next drive. Kickoff on the way here soon. Can they extend this lead? It feels like, especially in the second half, you're going to need to be able to keep up with the Bills' offense and take advantage when you can. This would be a good spot for Denver to be able to keep up with them. As kickoff is going to be down in the end zone for a touchback, they'll begin from the 35. So good starting field position. As Sam Darnold is officially active for tonight's game. All right, 1st and 10. Bowen shotgun back to his right. Gonna motion to back out wide to his left. So 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. First play of the drive. Bo going to look to throw. Pressure coming. Pass over the middle is off the mark and incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, 2nd and 10. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. 6:45 to go in the third. Motion to back out. Motion to back to his right side is to give this up the middle to RJ Harvey for a gain of about 5. All right, 6:35 to go in the third. Yeah, Denver's last 4 drives have all been scoring drives. Can they keep it up? As they're seemingly going to need to some degree. Bowen shotgun. 4 receivers to the right. A lone receiver to the left. Play clock winding down. Man in motion right to left. To get the snap off in time as Bo looks to throw. Pass left side is intercepted. It's a big man pick to the Broncos 36. Just what are we doing there, Bo? Come on. Throwing a big man interception on 3rd down. It's again, I love seeing the big man get picks, but that is not the time to throw one. He was looking for Evan Ingram, and that's just not there. If not by him, it was gonna get picked by AJ Epinenza. That's for damn sure. It's Deion Walker on the interception. There's a bad mistake. First turnover of the game for this Broncos offense. And it could not have come at a worse time. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Ball on the Bronco 36-yard line, the best starting field position for Buffalo today. Quick pass left side for Shakir, gonna lose about 5. All right, the defense making up for it. I mean, yeah, that's again, it's a tough time to throw an interception and give the Bills some momentum. You have to hope to hold them to a field goal. That's all you can do at this point. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Shift in the back to his left. Play clock winding down. Allen looking to throw. Has some time. Pass deep left side. And it's intercepted! Return pass to 20, 25 to 30, 35 and down to the Broncos zone. 30, 34, 39-yard line. They get the turnover right back. And Bo Nix gets saved a bit there by his defense. This game. That's PJ Locke on the interception. Looking deep over the middle. So I believe that's Keon Coleman. And it's open, but Josh Allen did not put nearly enough into that throw. And we head to a commercial break with 4:55 to play in the 3rd quarter. This game is crazy. Again, it's open over the middle. If he puts touch on that throw and places it closer to the field goal post, it probably is a touchdown. Instead it was more of a line drive pass. He didn't put enough into it, didn't put enough zip. And it gives PJ Locke time to get underneath the route and make a big time play for this Denver defense. Yep, at commercial break. Oh no, he was looking for Kincaid over the middle. No, it's Curtis Samuel. Okay. Was looking for Curtis Samuel over the middle. Somehow that's kind of worse. Yeah, that's a tough interception to throw right after your defense just got a big man interception. Ugh. All right, at commercial break. All right, at commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Now Denver really needs to be able to score on this drive and capitalize off the turnover. 4 turnovers in the last 10 minutes of game time. Bo under center, back behind him. Play action looking to throw. Rolling right, buying time, and going to throw this one at the feet of his tight end. 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, not great. Bowen shotgun back behind him. Handoff up the middle is going to get about 2 up to the 40. It's Jaleel McLaughlin on the carry. All right, 4:35 to play in the third. First interception in last 204 playoff pass attempts for Josh Allen. As Bo looks to throw in 3rd and 8, dump off left side, caught by Marvin Mims. Gets past midfield, past the 45, and down to roughly the Bill 41. All right, picking up the first and moving the ball well. 4 minutes to play in the third. Yeah, then Marvin Mims lined up in the backfield for that play, and it works wonders. Good route from Courtland Sutton as well to get just enough in the way of that safety who was guarding him, but not making any contact, so there's no OPI. All right, 1st and 10. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle for RJ Harvey. Going to get about a yard. Not much space. 2nd and 9 coming up. They're in field goal range now, roughly. Second and 9. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the Buffalo 40. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Bo rolls right. Gonna try and get this right side, but it's gonna be incomplete. 3rd and 9 coming up. Good pressure there by Joey Bosa to force the errant pass. All right, Bowen shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. 3rd and 9. They get the snap off in time as he looks to throw. Pressure coming, stepping up, rolling left, shoveling this one forward, and that's incomplete. Looking for Tyler Batty. Gonna be a 4th and 9 coming up. Oh, the Giants are having a Tuesday introductory press conference for John Harbaugh. Right. Hey, he's making some questionable decisions, but a lot of that is in the face of pressure. So he's kind of just doing what he can to not lose yards. Yeah, the interception was a real bad choice, but can only do so much with that. As they're going to punt this one away. First, though, they'll probably take a delay of game. Oh, nope. Here comes the punt. Comes off clean. Trying to pin the Bills deep. This will be fair caught at the 15 just about. All right, 2.5 to go in the third. Yeah, the Giants have made it official. John Harbaugh is their head coach. All right, at commercial break. So as it was announced that the Giants are going to have their introductory press conference, the Packers and Matt LaFleur have agreed to a contract extension over there in Green Bay. He's going to be their longtime head coach now. All right. So at commercial break, and some more coaching news breaks. All right, at commercial break. All right, the Bills only down by 6 still. Denver was not able to capitalize off the interception. Can their defense hold strong once more? As this second half is probably going to come down to the defenses quite a bit. As we're just coming back from commercial break. First and 10 from their own 15. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. As Allen going to toss this right side from under center for James Cook. Gets past the 20 to about the 22. I mean, I think Harbaugh can get the Giants to a pseudo contender category where like they're competitive every year. They're going to be in the playoffs more often than not. But they're probably just not going to actually be able to get over the hump with him. I think it's more so going to be a case where they want to bring in Harbaugh to kind of right the ship, and then eventually they're going to have a true like future head coach that's going to like really push him over the top. Handoff up the middle, good for James Cook, going to be about gain of 2.5 or so. Yeah, I guess just very good, but will plateau. I really like Harbaugh, and they got a good team forming over there, but it's to think Super Bowl for the Giants roster right now. I'm not too sure. They can definitely compete. Like if they can stay healthy, they can compete in the NFC East for sure. The rest of the NFC, time will tell with that side of things. All right, 3rd and 1. Here's the QB sneak for Josh Allen, and that'll be enough for the first, a gain of about 2. Yeah, they're gonna be a fun team. Like they could be one of those like surprise teams that go on like a short run at things, but it's just unless they make like massive strides, I don't see them being like an actual Super Bowl contender under Harbaugh. And potentially the final play of the third quarter. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. 1st and 10 from their own 26. Handoff for James Cook, right side, gets past the 30-35, and out of bounds near the 39 will be a first down carry. They actually say he got out of bounds at about the 38. And that might be the final play of the quarter. They can let this clock run if they so choose. Yeah, no, it won't be a 2 to 3 year type thing with them. It kind of feels like it needs to be just because of the nature of quarterback contracts, and Jackson Dart, going to be having his rookie contract, going to be up due for an extension by the end of that 3-year window. But at the same time, it's like, I think that, if they can be competitive, when they get the next head coach is when they're going to be truly ready to take that next step. As that's the end of the third quarter. 15 minutes remain. The road to Santa Clara will continue for one of these teams after 15. And we head to a commercial break. And Green Bay officially has announced that extension of Matt LaFleur. I mean, Harbaugh was a very big name in the market. It's like, it was probably going to be Giants or no one for him. But you still want to make sure you get him and you get him in the building. You deal with all the extra stuff because it was announced that they hired him like 3-4 days ago, and then it took till today for them to officially announce it because there were some warden things that was weird with it. Like for where the Giants believe they are as a team, you want that offseason to start immediately with your new head coach and make sure that they're all on the same page. So it's good that they worked quickly with it. Oh, Brian Gutekunst is getting an extension as well in Green Bay. All right. At commercial break. I'm curious to see how long that extension is for LaFleur. Because it seems like that the Packers really had no interest in moving on from him, but those reports were still there as a potential. So I'm curious as to how long this extension is for him. I assume it's probably 3-4 years minimum. As we're just getting back from a commercial break for the start of the fourth quarter, Allen in shotgun, back to his right. Two receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 38. Going to look to throw. Allen with some time. Pass right side is low and incomplete. Looking for Dawson Knox. 2nd and 10 coming up. Yep, fourth quarter success for both of these teams. It's there in abundance. Each have 5 comebacks in the fourth quarter this season. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Quick pass left side, caught by Shakir. Makes one man miss and has room. Past the 35 to 30, 25 to 20. Still standing up to about the 17 of Denver. Khalil Shakir on a quick hitter gets into the red zone. Yeah, it's just a quick hitter in the seam. And he splits the linebacker and the safety and just goes from there. And just I think that they're probably trying too much, could force a fumble, huh? No, that's just trying to get a hard hit and didn't work. Okay. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Handoff up the middle for James Cook, gets past the 15 to the 14. All right. Second and 7 coming up. I had a Panther game starting soon. All right. 2nd and 7. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. There's about 13 and a half to go in the game. Play action looking to throw. Allen pass right side is off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Curtis Samuel. It's a 3rd and 7 coming up. Denver trying desperately to keep him out of the end zone and give the ball back to the offense with a chance to extend the lead. All right, 3rd and 7. Allen in shotgun. 3 receivers to his left, a back in the backfield to his left. Ball on the Denver 14-yard line. Play clock winding down. Get the snap off in time as Allen looks to throw. Pass left side for the end zone is caught. Touchdown, Dalton Kincaid. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Beautiful throw. And that's what happens when you can't fully capitalize when you're given the chances in the third quarter. The fumble on the opening drive of the half that they were held to a field goal with. The interception, having to punt it away from there. Denver throwing their own interception. Like, it's... All right, the extra point is up. And the Bills have the lead. With 13:24 to go in the game. Beautiful throw from Josh Allen. Yeah, I can refresh a little bit. Because we're at commercial break. I had a bit of a hiccup earlier and kind of was just waiting for a better time to get back to, like, caught up with it. Yeah. I mean, it's the Bills' defense that has allowed for this. That has allowed them to take the lead. They kept Denver in check for most of the third quarter most of the second half so far. All right. Denver's offense gonna need a drive here now. You're able to get by up until then. Getting a touchdown drive will be big. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Bills set to send this one away. Matt Prater on for the kickoff. And there we go. Going to be returned beginning from the 5. Face up past the 20, 25. And going to spin his way past the 30 to about the 32. So the Broncos will start from there. Can the offense do anything? With a sluggish second half. And again, against the Bills, you cannot afford to have too many sluggish second halves. They're going to make you pay for it. $13-16 to play in the game. The Broncos probably get 2 or 3 more possessions in this one. Bo under center, back behind him. Play action, looking to throw. Dump off right side, going to be caught for no gain on the play. Matt Milano learned from the last time he went one-on-one in open space against RJ Harvey. He went low to make the tackle. It's 2nd and 10. All right. Bow and shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Shift in the back to his left now as well, as they're going to give this right side for RJ Harvey. Trying to find space and get up to the 35. Collides with Marvin Mims there a little bit. Maybe a 3rd and 7 coming up. I just don't know what piece is missing from this Denver offense. That's part of it. That's part of it. Because like they have most of their roster. J.K. Dobbins is the main offensive piece to have out. But I don't think J.K. Dobbins would make that big of a difference when they have 4 turnovers forced in this game. Bow and shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw once again. Pass is tipped at the line and incomplete. Even believing he was going towards the Jordan Humphrey there, that was a dangerous pass to throw. It's AJ Epinenza getting a hand on that one. Yeah, he was going for the Jordan Humphrey, and he wasn't even open. Like that ball probably was picked if it gets through past the line of scrimmage. That was. Yeah. All right, so they're gonna go 3 and out, and they'll punt this one away. All right, the punt comes off clean. And it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback to begin from the 20. And not a bad punt, actually. Good job flipping the field a bit. $11:50 to play in the game, and we head to a commercial break. All right. The rough second half for Denver continues. Now down by a point. The offense can't get moving in the second half like it was in the first. I don't get it. I mean, like, yeah, like the Bills have made some adjustments, but like you should still have to like also just Bo Nix is just off the mark in this half. It's weird. It is weird. All right, at commercial break, still waiting for the Bills' next drive. Yeah, even Perna is not fully liking what he's seeing. Which again, fair. You can't be going 3 and out like that. Yeah. It is for the time being. Obviously, like, as long as if this stays a 1-score game, Denver's obviously gonna always have a chance. But they're gonna need a truly special drive here soon, offensively. And maybe the defense can give you a little bit of an extra support, but really, how much more does the defense have to do for you to win this game? All right, back from commercial break. Allen under center, back behind him, play action looking to throw. Has time, pass left side is open for the first up to about the 35. It's Dalton Kincaid on the grab once again. I mean, yeah, it's just like It's just simple stuff the Bills are doing offensively, and it's working. Since Denver took a 13-point lead, the Bills have out-yarded them by 139. Allen gonna hand this off up the middle for James Cook, and there's space for another first down. Past the 45 to the 47. Yeah, no, I mean, like, Denver's defense has been on the field so much already in this game. Especially in this half. It's just like, the offense needs to back up the play that the defense is giving them, and they're not. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Play action looking to throw. Pass right side's open for Dawson Knox with space. Another first down as he gets out of bounds near the Bronco 40-yard line. The Broncos let them hang too much. They let the Bills hang around too much. Even with a 10-point lead at the half. I mean, you needed more from your offense. Ten minutes to play in the game. Allen under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion left to right. Gonna hand this off up the middle for James Cook, and there's space to about the 34 before being tripped up. The 2nd and roughly 4 coming up. Nine and a half to play. The Bills are just killing time now as well. If they find the end zone, it's going to be a tough road to climb for Denver. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right, man in motion right to left as they toss this left side for James Cook. Going to be a gain of roughly 3. So a 3rd and 1 coming up. Again, there's probably just going to QB sneak this anyway. Yeah, it's just Denver's defense is on the field too much. Eventually, the offense is going to need a drive. You better hope that this defense can hold them to a field goal and just make this a 4-point game. Otherwise, you're going to be in a real pickle. It's like, what is stopping Buffalo at this stage of the game if they find the end zone for going for 2? Right? Because, like, if they find the end zone and they get 6, that's a 7-point lead, which you're already feeling really good about. If you go for 2 to make it a 9-point game, that's going to massively help things out. As the QB sneak for Josh Allen will get the first, a gain of roughly 3 or 4. Like, if Buffalo can make it a 2-score game on this drive, they're probably ready to go to the AFC Championship. Especially with how much time they're also being able to kill as well on this. We're at 8 minutes to play in the game. They're killing a lot of time. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Motion man right to left. Is Allen going to look to throw? Has some time, pass right side, caught by Ray Davis for about 1 yard. Good start for this Denver defense, but again, gonna need something out of this. Yeah, the Panther game just started. Just the jinxing war going on still. All right, 2nd and 10. Allen in shotgun, back to his right 3 receivers to the left. Gonna keep it himself left side, and that's gonna be about 5 on the play. Oh, Denver is saying, oh, the ball came loose there? I think now they're saying down by contact. And yeah, there's someone saying Bills ball, so I guess they must have picked up the fumble anyway. It's worse, oh gods. Yeah, one, was this a fumble? No, he's down by contact. And 2, yeah, the Bills picked it up anyway. Oh no, actually that probably is a fumble. But again, the Bills picked it up anyway. Yeah. As there is a Broncos still to get up afterwards. And we head to a commercial break for the injury timeout. At commercial break. Yeah, it's also like the Denver run game is not great. Like they should be able to run the ball a lot better against this defense. Like just they're not creating a lot of holes either. Like, yeah, like J.K. Dobbins is a big difference in that running back room. But like up front as well, they're struggling. All right, still at commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. 6:39 to play in the game. A big time third down here for Denver. Can they hold them to a field goal? Allen alone in shotgun. 4 receivers to the left. A lone receiver to the right. 3rd and 5. Allen rolling right, gonna try and take it himself. And gonna get enough for the first as he gets to the 15. A design QB keeper for Josh Allen. And the Bills keep the drive going. All right. First and 10 from the Denver 14. Allen under center, back behind him. Toss right side for James Cook. Going to get nothing on it. All right, 2nd and 10. Again, they're just killing clock. 5:15 to play in the game. This has been a long drive. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. Going to look to throw. Has time, pass left side, caught by Curtis Samuel. That's a gain of about 1 yard, maybe 2. There was another big third down here for Denver as time is winding on their chances and on their season. I was also just trying to get the Panther game on in the background during all that. Yeah. Yeah, Miami's 1-15 season. That was Nick Saban's last year as our head coach, and it got us Jake Long. Didn't even draft the quarterback with it because we got Pennington that offseason. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. Now a quick throw right side. And that's going to be Khalil Shakir. No, you can say incomplete, right? That hit the ground. Yeah, incomplete. Star left tackle. He was actually a really good left tackle for Miami for a while. It's just he's a left tackle you take first overall when you don't have a team that really could benefit from it. We won the division in 08, so it worked out in the long run, in the short term, but in the long run, it did not help. All right, 4th and 8, and out comes the field goal unit. Matt Prater to make this a 4-point Bill lead with under 5 minutes to play. Yeah, we won the division that next year, and then we won like 7 games the following. 31-yard kick from the left hash is up, and it is good. Bills lead by 4 with 4:11 to play in the game. All right, now here it is for Denver. It is borderline make or break. Do you have it in you to finally piece a drive together? For Miami, in the 07 season, it was Cleo Lemon. In 08 is when they had Pennington. Same with 09, and then he left after that for Chad Henne. The top quarterback of the 08 class was Matt Ryan, and we just did not take him for some reason. Even with you getting Pennington in that offseason, there's no reason not to get Matt Ryan to develop him for like a year or so. Because Pennington had injury concerns, which turned out to be true in Miami. And so he got hurt in 09. Yeah. Just another example of how weird the Dolphins have been. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 5. Spaced out past the 20, 25, and brought down near the 27. Yeah. Because it was Jake Long went first, Chris Long went second to the Rams, and then Matt Ryan went third to Atlanta. And weirdly enough, the Rams probably could have used Matt Ryan as well. That was the final year of Mark Bulger in St. Louis before he left. And then they had that bad year in 09, and then they drafted... They had those bad years in 09 and 2010. And then they would get... in 08 and in 09, and then they would get Sam Bradford. Bo Wonder center, play action looking to throw. Pressure coming, stepping up, rolling right. Pass right side, gonna be caught along the sideline by Cortland Sutton. Gets a gain of 11 up to the 38. Beautiful toe tap along that sideline. All right, to keep the chains moving. Bowen shotgun back to his left, looking to throw once again. Quick pass right side, going to be caught for a gain of 1 yard. Yeah. Yeah, because, that Bulger for the 08-09 season, then the 09-2010 season, they were really bad. And got Bradford. Yeah, it definitely worked out for the Falcons. They would pick Matthew Stafford 10 times out of 10. in a redraft if they could. But also at the same time, Miami probably would both Miami and the Rams probably would also take him instead. Bowen shotgun back to his left, gonna look to throw in 2nd and 9. Quick pass left side, gonna be caught by Marvin Mims, and he goes backwards, a loss of 2. At some point, if you're gonna do quick short passes, they need to be in front of the line of scrimmage and not at the line or behind it. Gregory Rousseau gets a hand on that one as well. I mean, it's a 3rd and 11 now. There's 2:45 to play in the game. You need the 48. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Looking to throw. Has some time. Pass right side. Caught by a wide open Cortland Sutton. Pass the Bill. 40 to the 39. There you go. Did I say Stafford? Yeah, I meant Matt Ryan. Well, I mean, no, because in that regard, the Falcons could just take Matthew Stafford the year after in a redraft. Because again, the Dolphins or Rams will take Matt Ryan. The Falcons will be stuck with a bad season in 08. But even then, it's 0-16, 08 Lions. They're probably, yeah. I think Stafford was just destined to be a Lion. Oh, I said, bro, with 2:13 to play in the game, the Broncos center just got hurt. The absolute worst time to having to trying to make a connection between a quarterback and center. Yeah, this is the worst time for that to happen. And also, like, when the drive was moving well, not moving well, but they got past midfield also. Like, they are firmly in 4-down territory now as well. Like, if they didn't convert there on 3rd down, there's probably there's some rationality, punt it away, see if your defense can make a stand and whatnot. But no, now you're in 4-down territory. All right, Bowen shotgun. Back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. And they're not going to get this snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. An AFC Championship appearance on the line. The Broncos looking for their first since 2015. The Bills looking for their first since 2021. 2 minutes. And with that, I'm also going to schedule the next stream as well between Niners and Seahawks. Because that game is starting in roughly 30 minutes. Yep, add commercial break for the 2-minute warning. All right. Yeah, so Sam Darnold is expected to play in this one, so that's a good sign for Seattle. But obviously, it's a question just how much can he really do dealing with that oblique strain. So we'll find out. As we're still at commercial break. At commercial break. There we go. That stream is scheduled. Yeah, no, that's fair. That game should be really interesting. The rubber match between those two. Yeah, I think he'll be fine as well, but the question is just like aggravating it again because it was already weird that it popped up in the first place, and that was with on air passing. So now that there's gonna be pressure and there's risk of getting sacked and all that, What's gonna come from his play in that regard? We'll find out. But first, we have the ending of this game. Just coming back from commercial break. 2 minutes remain. Broncos on the Bill 38-yard line. Bo under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion left to right. Gonna play action and look to throw. Pressure coming quick. Rolling right. And just gonna throw this one away, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up now. Tyler Hero has been ruled out for tonight's game against the Thunder, alongside Jaime Jaquez and Davion Mitchell. I guess I'm not paying attention to the Heat tonight. Denver has the ball. Bowen shotgun back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Going to look to throw. Pass right side, caught by Courtland Sutton. That's a gain of roughly 6. I don't know with this Heat team. It started off hot with Norman Powell and the offense, but then kind of just sizzled out. There's reports that they're aiming for the 2028 free agency class to try and get a big name, which it feels like that report surfaces every 2 years at this point. They're always looking for that next big name in free agency, but they just don't appear in free agency. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. 3rd and 4. Bo rolling right, looking to throw. Gonna step back left and take it himself. It's a first down scramble for Bo Nix up to about the 26. There is a minute to play in this game. They just let a ton of clock run and just realized they want a touchdown to be the final play of this one. The bow does get hit a bit late there. Shocked there wasn't a penalty, but I also kind of like that there wasn't on that because it was a very minor hit. Yeah, because they're always looking 2 years ahead, but the issue is those names they're looking after in free agency don't get to free agency because they're big name players. All right, the Broncos will call their first timeout with a minute to play. 26 yards away from an AFC Championship appearance, potentially. As Tre'Davious White is shaken up on the sideline now for Buffalo. All right, Bowen shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. 26 yards. Bo looking to throw. Has some time. Pass deep, left side. And it's caught! Marvin Mims for 6! He's shaken up afterwards, holding his back, but the Broncos have the lead. But they're leaving plenty of time for Josh Allen and this Bills offense. They're an extra point away from leading by 3 with 55 seconds. And the Bills having all 3 timeouts. Beautiful throw from Bo Nix. Great catch by Marvin Mims. And he hangs on through the ground as well. That's Bo Nix's big moment, but there's still plenty of time. For Matt Prater, he would need, if you get from the 35, you're probably looking for more so 20. But yeah, you won't need a lot. Now, obviously, Denver's going to try and, force them to return this, as they're still reviewing this to make sure that he actually did maintain possession. I mean, seconds. I mean, hypothetically, all Josh Allen needs is 13 seconds if he wants to pull a Patrick Mahomes. Right? The touchdown is confirmed, extra point is up, and the Broncos lead by 3. They lead by 3 with 55 seconds. Please, Denver. Please, Denver. That is a beautiful throw from Bo Nix, though. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, the Bills can 100% get a touchdown in 55 seconds with 3 timeouts. They can 100% do it. Now, can they is a different question. Or will they, I should be saying. Allen has that look on the sideline like they left too much time. Let's see if they actually did. The first step is, where are they going to start this drive from? Where are they going to start this drive? Yeah, taking a lot of time to get this kickoff going. Jeez. Here we go. If this game goes to overtime, I swear. Comes down to this Denver defense who finally got some time to rest along the sideline. They got time to rest. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 5. Up past the 20, past the 25, and down to the 27. That's a good kick coverage there from Denver. 50 seconds remain. Overtime would be insane, but it would definitely conflict with Seahawks 49ers. And yeah, it would be the first of these playoffs. All right, Allen in shotgun, back to his right. They need about 26 yards for field goal range. 2 receiving options to each side. To get the snap off, Allen looks to throw. Pressure coming, stepping up. Gonna try and shovel this one forward. Is caught by Kincaid. Gain of roughly 9 or 10. Allen creates something out of nothing. It'll be a second and roughly 1. And I think we had a stoppage here for a Bills timeout. Yeah, the Bills called their first. 41 seconds. Josh Allen has 26 career game-winning drives between regular season and postseason. He only has 1 in the postseason, and that was last week against Jacksonville. He's going to need a second. As Matt Prater also looks on. Again, he has the longest kick in stadium history at 64 yards. So Matt Prater knows this stadium well. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, the tight end in the backfield to his left. To get the snap off in time as Allen looks to throw. Pass right side, it's Brandon Cooks, and they're saying it's incomplete, I think. I'm not sure if he got 2 feet in. Yep, they're saying incomplete. He didn't get enough inbounds for that to be ruled a catch. He gets a foot. Does he get anything else? There's his foot, and then his hand goes out of bounds before his shin touches. That's gonna stay incomplete. There's his foot, and there's his hand before the shin or knee goes down. Nearly a great catch from Brandon Cooks. Yeah, his hand goes down first. So 3rd and 1. 37 seconds. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. You can motion them back a little bit further to the right and motion them back in. As they get some movement before the snap. It's going to be an offsides against Denver. The worst time to get an offsides called. I need this game to hurry up. 37 seconds. All it needs at least field goal range. Yeah, getting those free 5 yards is big. Yeah, it's bad timing. They're still not past midfield yet, though. So Denver's defense is still feeling relatively fine. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. They are about 14 yards away from field goal range. Allen gonna look to throw. Has time, pass left side. It's incomplete. Off the mark, looking for Keon Coleman. 32 seconds remain. Second and 10 coming up. The Bills' O-line is doing a fine enough job to give Allen time here. Obviously, we wanted to be a little bit better. Especially up the middle, yeah. Keon Coleman has a step. It's just the pressure forced the bad pass. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Yeah, about 13 yards away. Allen looking to throw. Quick pass left side. Caught by Shakir. They hook and ladder. That's field goal range. Past the 40 and down past the 35 to the 33. He's brought down inbounds. So the Bills are going to need to call a timeout here. But they get field goal range on the hook and ladder between Khalil Shakir and Ray Davis. That's a nicely drawn up play. Now it's just, can you push him back any? Can you force another turnover? But seemingly this game's heading into overtime as the Bills will call their second timeout there. That ball gets tipped as well at the line. Jeez. All right, 24 seconds remain. Yeah, the hook and ladder having itself one hell of a season. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the Bronco 32. So they're in field goal range. You get knocked out of field goal range, you need to lose about 10 yards. Allen looking to throw. Has time, pass right side, and it is incomplete. Looking for Brandon Cooks in the end zone. 19 seconds remain. I wouldn't be shocked if they're just taking shots towards the end zone here. Yeah, we're really going to have overtime, and then we're going to be missing part of 49ers Seahawks. Ugh. That's why it's like, why couldn't, I mean, I think 49ers Seahawks is more so starting around 8:15, but it's registered as an 8 o'clock start. We'll see. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Second and 10. Going to look to throw once again. Quick pass over the middle is incomplete. Through the hands of Brandon Cooks. And now just clear Shakir. Through the hands is a 3rd and 10 coming up. Yeah, that's completely fair. Because, man, if I need to, I will just combine the games into one stream. And I'll make a custom thumbnail for it. Third and 10. I mean, the question is, can Denver push them back any, if not get a turnover? Allen alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to look to throw. Allen with some time. Pass over the middle is high and incomplete. Looking for Dawson Knox, who had some space. 4th and 10. And out comes the field goal unit. Fourth and 10. Matt Prater, who knows this stadium well, he used to kick for Denver. Once set a record-long field goal in this stadium. It's a 50-yard kick from the left hash to potentially send the game to overtime. And there is a stoppage. The Broncos will call timeout to try and ice him. I'm at such a conflict right now. Matt Prater went to UCF as well. I'm pretty sure he's a part of the UCF Athletic Hall of Fame. He's been a great kicker for multiple teams throughout his career. Kicked with Arizona, kicked with Buffalo now, Denver, Detroit for a little while. He got the spot in Buffalo due to an injury to Tyler Bass. Now for one of the bigger kicks of the past few years for Matt Prater. 50 yards out, the left hash. For overtime, basically. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it is good right down the middle. And unless Denver has a crazy kick return, we're going to overtime. The Broncos let the Bills hang around too much. The Broncos let the Bills hang around too much. The LaJordan Humphrey dropped touchdown on the opening drive of the game has led to now overtime. They're going to do the kick return, then we're going to get the coin toss for a half for overtime, and then they're going to go to commercials. That's how it works here. Man, I'm probably not going to have time to get another drink before 49ers Seahawks. God. Kick return right here. Come on, Denver. Marvin Mims kick return touchdown. Let's get it. I mean, if you're Buffalo, you just send this as far out the back of the end zone as you can. Kickoff underway. Gonna be returnable. Beginning from the 6. And he's just gonna take a knee. Try to return it, man. They're settling for overtime. They are settling for overtime. We're gonna need one kneel down before we get to overtime proper. The playoffs have been fantastic. I wish we wouldn't be missing playoff action for great playoff football, though. All right, there's a kneel down, and here comes overtime. So they're gonna do the coin toss. We'll get some commercials. Who knows? Maybe if we're really lucky, this overtime will not last that long. Both teams are guaranteed a possession. Oh, they're giving them all 3 timeouts for overtime. Okay, that's different from the regular season. It's the same overtime rules as the regular season, aside from the timeouts, seemingly. Each team will get 1 possession. So it's going to come down to whichever defense is on the field first to see if they can set up their offense well. Overtime, man. Of course, we get overtime. Denver could not make this easy. The Bills outscored the Broncos 20-10 in the second half to get this game to overtime. Yeah, because I'm not necessarily mad about overtime. It's just I don't like missing games. I end up going live with. And because of this overtime, I'm most likely going to be missing part of Seahawks 49ers. Like that's part of the reason why pretty much exclusively go live with 425 games during the regular season. And so that way I don't miss any action. I hate missing. I hate missing really good games and parts of those games because I'm of the mindset where every second of the 60 minutes matters in the game, so I don't want to miss anything of it. But we're at commercial break. I forgot to pay attention to who was getting the ball there. I think it's Bill's ball to begin overtime. We'll figure out after commercial. I'll be right back. All right, still at commercial break as we await the start of overtime. Yeah, it's a really good game. And if this was the night game today, I would be loving it. But because there's still one more game to go, I'm 50-50 with it. Because again, I do love extra football, but which is how I like to handle the streams. I'm like, eh. All right, Denver will get the ball first in overtime. Interesting strategy. Let's see if it works. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 3. Spaced out past the 20, 25, and down to about the 28. Who knows, maybe this overtime will be quick. I'm also just not going to have a drink for the next game. Cool. At least not till halftime. Appreciate it. Really do. All right, 1st and 10 for Denver. What you got? Just inner Tim Tebow, get a 1-play touchdown here. And then the defense gets a 1-play interception. Let's go. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 2 receiver and options to each side. Ball on their own 28. Buffalo looking like they're going to send pressure off that right side. They do as Nix looks to throw. Pass left side's a dangerous one to Courtland Sutton that sneaks through for a gain of 11. That works. And also a difference from the regular season is overtime is 15 minutes. We're NHL in over. Yeah, there's a possibility where this game goes to 4 overtimes. It's unlikely, but there's a possibility. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Ball now on their own 39. Going to look to throw. Pass left side. Going to be incomplete. Looking for Courtland Sutton once again. All right, so 2nd and 10 coming up. Bowen shotgun back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Quick throw right side caught by Marvin Mims, and that's going to lose about 2. You're calling a receiver screen in overtime? And not even like you have the numbers on that side. It's a 2v2. If you had the numbers, I would get it. But come on. All right, 3rd and 11. Bowen shotgun back to his right, 3 receiving options to the left. Ball on their own 37.5-yard line. Going to look to throw once again. Pressure coming, stepping up. Pass left side is incomplete. Looking for Cortland Sutton. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Actually, will they? Yeah, they're going to punt it. I think if they got closer, they'd probably go for it there. It's not a great throw from Bo Nix. It's low. All right. So 4th and 11. The punt comes off clean, barely. Going to be take a good bounce and be out of bounds inside the 10, about the 6. All right, great punt, and it'll be in. All right. I'm going to pull up Seahawks 49ers on the other monitor here as well to keep an eye on that. Just to see when this starts. Yeah, that's 16 minutes to kick off. I'm going to change the start time of that stream then. Why does ESPN app have it be an 8 o'clock start when they don't start till 8:15 like they normally do? Come on. I mean, they probably did push it back because of overtime. All right, Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion right to left. Handoff up the middle for James Cook, and to be stuffed at the line for no gain. At this point, it's pretty much just next points win. There we go. That start time's not changed. No, the Broncos don't get a chance anymore since they started overtime with the ball. No, it's just I use the ESPN app to keep up with times and stuff for games. The 49ers Seahawks game's on Fox. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to the left, looking to throw. Pressure coming, Allen steps up, avoids 1 sack, gonna take it himself and be brought down at the 11. It's a 3rd and about 5 coming up for the Bills. Yeah, night game is on Fox tomorrow. Tomorrow's Texans Patriots is on ESPN and ABC. Again, it's just I use the ESPN app and the website for like to keep up with times and stuff now. So they said 8 p.m. start, but that was not the case. Yeah. All right, 3rd and 5. Allen in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, looking to throw. Has some time. Stepping up. Still looking. Pass left side, caught by Dalton Kincaid. Down to the 25 to keep the drive going. Every game besides Texans Steelers, and even then, that was kind of cinema because it was because it's potentially Rodgers' last game. And to see him go out like that was interesting. Sorry, the Broncos only sent 2 rushers there. It's 3rd and 5. Rush at least 3. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Handoff up the middle for James Cook, and that's a gain of about 1 yard, maybe 2. Depending on where they say forward progress is stopped at. Oh, they just delayed 49ers Seahawks another 10 minutes. Yeah, I just saw that they delayed that game another 10. All right, I'm cool with. All right, thank you, Fox. Yeah, the Broncos' decision making in the second half has been something. Like I get wanting to have a QB spy on Josh Allen, but have that be the fourth man on the line, not the third. Like you still need to get pressure in there. As the Broncos will call their first timeout before this 2nd and 7 play call. Okay. Gotta say, Lumen Field does look beautiful from the aerial shot they're showing in the Fox broadcast. Because for the playoffs, aside from the people that have like 2 monitors or 2 TVs and all that, no one is going to switch off this game while it's in overtime to go to Seahawks 49ers. So to maximize viewership, they delayed the later game. That way, that starts roughly when this game ends, so that way all the people watching this one can migrate over to the other one. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Play action looking to throw. Pressure coming, trying to step up. Shovel pass right side for James Cook. Gonna be caught, and that's a no gain on the play. Right back to the line of scrimmage. There's a 3rd and 7 coming up. 10 minutes to go in this first overtime period. If I need to, I will put second overtime on the scoreboard. There's no need to overlap playoff games. This isn't the NHL and the NBA where they do that sometimes. 3rd and 7, Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Allen gonna look to throw. Broncos send pressure. Dump off right side. Has some space, and that's gonna be enough for the first. Ray Davis gets to the 36. It's a gain of 8. And they keep the chains moving. Like extending pressure there worked. It did exactly what you wanted it to do. Force the ball out quick in front of the first down marker. Where they failed was no one was on him, so no one could tackle him. Yeah. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. 1st and 10 from their own 36. You get the snap off in time as they toss this right side for James Cook, and that's going to be loss of a half a yard or so. 8.5 to go in this first overtime period. The Bills' offense so far on 3rd and 4th down in this game is 11 for 15. Yeah, that's what overtime does. Because it's just waiting for that. It's just waiting for the mistake to be made. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Gonna motion the back closer to the line of scrimmage to the left side as well to be an extra blocker initially. Allen pass left side is incomplete. McCole Harmon was wide open past field goal range. The pass was low and he couldn't hang on to it. Oh. If Josh Allen places that 2 inches higher, if he puts 2 more inches of air in that pass, the Bills win the game. Now another 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 10. Allen in shotgun. Making some adjustments at the line. A tight end in the backfield to his left. Going to look to throw as the Broncos send some pressure. But gets picked up well. Deep shot over the middle. It's Brandon Cooks. Wait, no. The Broncos now have it. They're saying it's intercepted. What? It looked for sure like Brandon Cooks had that. It's Jaquan McMillan, who they're saying picked it off. That's going to be close if it stands. As it sits, is an interception. That's going to be close. But I think the ball's coming loose as Cook goes down there. And that's where McMillan steals it away. Can't tell from that angle. I don't know if the ball is moving loose a little bit when he goes down. The Broncos have that. It's gonna be reviewed. Nah. Okay, they're saying it was reviewed and the play is upheld. It's the 5th turnover forced by this Denver defense. And now a field goal will win the game. And now there's another stoppage. I think the Bills are calling timeout to be able to discuss this. As there's no challenges in overtime. It's all replay is initiated by the replay center. Maybe. But there was no penalty initially thrown. There might have been. I don't know. I didn't see it. No, because as he's going down to the ground, the ball barely pops loose enough for McMillan to steal that. That is crazy. Because we've seen it before. We've seen it before where when they're fighting longer for the ball, that's when the offense wins it. But this is a Cooks hits the ground, McMillan comes up with the ball. No, it's a good call. If there was more fighting for it when they were on the ground, I would say Cooks has that. But because of how quick it was, it goes to McMillan. Bo quick pass left side, going to be Marvin Mims for a gain of about 2 or 3. That is a career-defining interception if the Broncos can pull away with this. It's a good call, but it's a damn close one. It's a great job to be able to make that call live in action. Bowen shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball now on their own 23. Bo going to look to throw. Has some time, dump off right side, caught by RJ Harvey. Makes 1-man miss, makes 2-man miss. Has space past the 40, 45, and out of bounds at the Bronco 47. RJ Harvey. Beautiful. Broncos are now about 15-ish yards away from field goal range. .6:30 to play in the first overtime period. Again, there's still a chance we need 2, but I doubt it at this point. First and 10 for Denver. But yeah, Buffalo did call a timeout there. All right. Bo looking to throw. Has some time. Pass left side. Gonna be incomplete. Looking for the Jordan Humphrey. Wanted a penalty. Nothing thrown. And it's a 2nd and 10. That would have been enough for field goal range. The lights are their brightest when the AFC Championship's on the line. Christian Benford makes a good play there to force it loose. All right, 2nd and 10, 6:09 to go in overtime. Bowen shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, and there's going to be a stoppage once again. The Bills will call their second timeout, seemingly. Yep. All right, Bills call their second. Yeah, they're showing this game on the Jumbotron in Seattle as well. Again, field goal range is about 13, 15-ish yards. As the 49ers are taking the field now as well. So that game's getting ready to start. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Ball on their own 47. Yeah, they need about 12, 13 or so yards. Bo looking to throw. Has time. Pass left side. And it's incomplete for Courtland Sutton. And there's a penalty. What's the penalty? What is the penalty? If this is on Buffalo. If this is on Buffalo. The refs will discuss a little bit. Oh my. It's a personal foul against the Bills. As there's a rough in the passer against the Bills, which is declined. And there's a DPI against the Bills, which will be accepted, and the Broncos are in field goal range. The rough in the passer, I get. That you do not call that DPI in this moment. You don't. No, that's no. No, I mean, no. The rough in the passer, sure. Because he hit him a bit late, that I get. You do not call that ticky-tacky of a DPI in this moment of the game. It's so ticky-tacky. Bowen shotgun gonna roll to his left. And going to lose about 3. They're still in field goal range, though. I'm not sure what the plan is, though. I mean, they got it to the left hash mark. Is that... But now with the next 2 plays, you want to gain some yards. That is so... I mean, the rough in the passer, I get, and that would have put him in the field goal range anyway. The DPI, though, man... I mean, they're going to pretty much exclusively run the ball at this point. Bowen shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. All right, they look to throw. Bo deep shot left side. And it's incomplete. Looking for Marvin Mims, and there's a penalty now as well. That one is definitely more so understandable in this moment compared to the other. But still. Tre'Davious White gonna be called for the DPI. That one's more understandable than the other. But still, it's just like, come on. What are we doing here? That's a complete underthrown pass that Bo was pretty much baiting the DPI with. And that's definitely DPI. But still, coming off of the other one. It's first and goal. Just kick the field goal here. Don't waste any more time. Just kick this field goal and move on. They're gonna center this, I assume. Right. Yep, there's Bo Nix to center it. They're gonna lose about 3, but they center it. So out comes Will Lutz. And the Rams made him to leave. Yeah. But like the return to Buffalo has been nice for Tre'Davious White, but that's just, man. This is another heartbreaker for Buffalo. Even with the Chiefs not being in the playoffs, they still get screwed over by the refs. And now Tre'Davious White gets an unsportsmanlike conduct as he was yelling at an official and threw his helmet to the ground afterwards. So this is now an even closer field goal. Even with the Chiefs, even it's an AFC West team. Again, the Tre'Davious White DPI was a good call. It's just the fact that it's coming off of the terrible one they called right before it. "24 yards out, ball centered, and the Bills will call their final timeout to try and ice them." Even with the Chiefs not being in the playoffs, they still get screwed over by the refs. And it's an AFC West team at that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But again, it's the idea of even if they don't call that DPI, there is a roughing the passer against Joey Bosa. That's a completely fair roughing the passer. Also a bit ticky-tacky, but at least that makes more sense than the DPI that was called on the same play. It's just unfortunate that this game's gonna be looked at like that. Because this was such a good game that, yeah, got decided by the refs a little bit towards the end. Oh yeah, Tre'Davious White is 100% overreacting. His DPI was a good call. The other one was not. As a 24-yard kick is up, and the Broncos will go to the AFC Championship game for the first time since 2015. They hang on in overtime. What a way for this game to end. A fantastic game that just gets really muddled at the end. And it's going to be looked back on as just a very weird situation. But yep, the Broncos are in the AFC Championship. They will wait to see the outcome of tomorrow's game between the Texans and Patriots for who they will be hosting. No, they're not Broncos anymore. They hang on. Jaquan McMillan, that's the other thing. Jaquan McMillan's interception is going to be completely overlooked now. And that is an incredible interception. But that's just going to be completely overlooked because of the penalties at the end. Oh yeah, I'm happy the Bills lost. I didn't want it to be like that, though. That's not how I wanted the Bills to end their season. That's a tough way for the season to end. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting offseason. But I'm going to quickly end this here. Seahawks 49ers begins in just a few minutes, so I'll be live with that one as well. Hope to see you all there. If not, have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.